Bang. We are live. Get in.
I need to check that we are live on the
Here we are.
YouTubes. Do I see it?
I can see it.
Yes, I do. Let's go.
I can be on select a car. I don't have anything to check the
Okay.
Discord chat, so someone might need to do that for me.
I will do that.
Cool. We're good to go. Wait, is everyone in? Or...
I think someone's missing, but I'm not waiting forever. Or
are we
some
missing an Aston Martin?
Maybe.
Maybe. We might. We're not missing a Williams, I know that. I don't know who we're missing. Can we just go?
Yeah, let's just go.
We didn't have a lobby until 5 minutes ago. Who the hell just joined? Oh, Oscar Ero Pc. Okay. Still hasn't added me. Perfect.
Well, that sure does suck. Yeah, that's fine.
I just realised I can do this. That puts me on the F10 menu because this game is terrible. And
Oh, I can give you a demonstration of why the game's terrible. My entire game just reset, and I knew it. Like when it's telling you to like adjust your brightness and whatnot, and then
Oh, the gamma, yes. Gamma.
Yep. I forgot my wheel rotation. I'll just go 320 and hope.
320 is probably good, but
Yeah,
you don't need to turn a wheel when commentating. So we are missing. Bjorn needs to select a car.
Yeah, it's
Jordan
fine.
Kent.
It's not a big deal. Just all my settings are gone. Why is everyone?
We are missing Jordan Kent, and we are missing some new person in the Williams, whose name I do not want to pronounce. Should we go?
Kent's not here.
No, why do we have to wait for Kent? We can just 7M him, which, if anyone doesn't know, it's basically you get 2 PPs for being late now.
Yeah, let's just go.
Is that my responsibility to tell them?
Nah, I'll do it in a bit.
Okay.
By that I mean I probably will forget. I won't if you just put it somewhere actually, but yeah, go.
Can you put me in the F3 chat?
I'm not the admin.
Shame.
Seems like
there you go.
finally
You can now see it.
Begin.
I think.
Rasmussen is going to be placed in a random car. That's going to be interesting. Now that we've only got 25 seconds or whatever left on the countdown. And we've still got 6 people who need to ready up. And then we'll go straight in, or we can just wait another 15 seconds. And then begin. As we're now getting the countdown timer.
Yep.
Why am I describing joining a lobby?
That's why I said, do I need to add someone? Oh well, late.
Yeah, you could do that before 17 minutes past the race start.
What was 17 minutes past?
The schedule. I postponed it by 10 minutes.
Now we're on time.
Yeah. I mean, if someone's late, they can just drive here instead of getting flown out for free. They'll just have to pay the gas mileage.
Yeah.
And the ticket fee.
Alright, they'll have to buy
Should
general
I
admission to the
add
race and
the
then somehow
person?
convince someone that they can drive a car.
They don't got a license. They're 2 years old. Get them on the track.
Perfect. 100%. No, there's 3 of us here. This is either going to be the weirdest race ever, or just the most boring thing.
I'm gonna go ahead and put out some predictions and say that it rains halfway through qualifying and at the start of the race, but gets dry near the end.
It's already not looking good for quali. I'll tell you that.
I'll tell you, where I live, not too far from Texas, it goes from sunny to pouring down rain in 5 minutes and back to dry. So
Lovely.
Amazing.
that's what happens when you live by a lake.
I'm hovering over Mitch because I know he's going to be first out on the track. Oh, well,
I
what a
think.
prediction.
Oh,
That was so difficult to guess that Mitch was going to be first out on track. Anyways,
I'm getting no noises on my
pause the game
thing.
and then unpause.
I'm getting noises. Let's go. I shouldn't be so excited about a game working,
It
especially
doesn't
given
do
that
that
I
very
paid for
often,
the game.
so yeah.
I'm getting too much noise.
Yeah, Drake, you need to commentate more and learn the commentator strat of turning down your volume by like 60% in game whenever you commentate, and then you need to remember to turn it back up when you drive again. Otherwise, the car's gonna.
How about no?
Yeah, that's a good answer, to be fair.
Yeah, that is also an acceptable response. To the
Anybody gonna do
question.
an Alonso?
Are we going to see someone flying today? That's a good question. It's PC F3, so I'd say a fair chance of it happening. If I had to
Odds
make a
are
prediction on
maybe
who's going to fly, it's Mitch, because he
60%.
likes to break the game.
Yeah.
He's done some things that no one else has ever done on this game, because, yeah, magic. He's also about to start a lap, so, you know, we'll get on board with him. I mean, I've been on board with him for pretty much the whole 8 lap as well, but yeah, whatever. Right, through the final corner, stick the DRS on, and then you head in. After a bit of a flat line, you're going up the hill into turn 1, hit your braking point, around the black box or white line on the track. He's dropped it to second for turn 1, and then sweep it through the right-hander into the S's, where you want to cut as much of the curbs as possible. Bit of a downshift and lift there.
Oh, and that's
Go
a
straight
corner
off the
cut.
track, and yeah,
You don't want to cut that much, Mitch.
we'll jump on board with David behind instead, as he's on a valid lap. That's the end of sector 1. This corner, take a bit of the curb on the inside, or actually you go fully over it. That one you don't want to, because it's sausage curb. And here, open up the corner nicely, and you either get over the curb or not, because it'll slow you down sometimes. Game's weird.
Yeah. Just how much speed you carry through and if you can actually get it aligned correctly.
Yeah. Into here, use all the curb, open up the corner, cut as much of this as possible, which David does.
The outside of sketchy can bring you out a little bit if you don't take it quite correct.
Yeah. And that was a nice line there, but just needs to keep the minimum speed up, open up this corner as much as possible. And
Ooh.
don't nearly lose the car. But it's only a banker lap, so it's not awful.
Oh, and
that's
gonna do it.
a bit worse. Is also invalidated. Do we have anyone on a valid lap? That's a good question. I don't think we do. I know we do. We have a Red Bull. And there's a lot of traffic ahead.
Ooh, that's
That was close.
sketchy. Yeah.
Into the final corner. You don't want to put your wheels over that curb because it's a sausage curb and you will fly into a wall.
35.2. Is that quick or slow?
Slow.
What if I want to fly into a wall though?
I think that's slower than my GRS sign up.
I don't know, honestly.
So that means that it is like not that great.
I mean, for
Reinhardt could do
F3,
like a 31.
I mean, it's fastest lap so far, so I guess it's good.
Bankers.
34.7. I'm expecting pole to be in the 33 somewhere, since it's F3.
I can barely do a 33.
F3. So you're expecting everyone in F1 to be in 31s?
No way.
And
Oh, man.
Loibinov invalidated a 34.0 at the final corner. So I mean,
Why have all of my web browser tabs just gone white? And now I
It's a
just
sign.
There
Oh,
we go. Add them back
and
into
it's
the
back.
top.
Wait, why does it switch me from the standings to? Uh oh. My
Halka's
browser
gone
crashed.
purple. Although, don't trust the game if it says you've gone purple when you haven't set a lap, because, or even if you've set a lap, don't trust it because the game's stupid. Unless you're actually quick and competitive, unlike me.
I have many recollections of going on a lap and seeing the purple sector and like, ooh, and then suddenly I'm down by half a second. And 500s between the, ooh, and that's a spin. The Alfa Romeo in the entry of Sector 3.
We got here. Is anyone on a valid lap at all?
I think Eberson has just started a lap now.
I'm on board with Lapidge, who's just come out of Sector 1. I'm interested to see what his top speed is down the back straight. I know it's going to be something criminal, because he likes to run like, I think 13, 18 wings at Kota.
Oh my.
No way.
Yeah, that's his wings.
I
Ran
normally
Echo's
run
fastest.
low wings, but at Coast I'm in like the 30s on my front
Alright,
wing.
top speed of 327.
7. So that would probably be around like maybe a 30-20, something like that. I'm not really exactly sure, but something around that maybe.
Yeah.
I'm riding on board with Oscar Eberson, who's doing 317.
Okay, yeah, so like a 20-30, a 30-20, I mean.
And then Bjorn Rasmussen is out of battery, but was doing 312.
Okay. Well, that's a large disparity, shall we say.
Well, it'll come in handy when you want to overtake, but if you want to stay behind the car, then it's not really going to be beneficial.
You're going to lose so much time in Sector 1 with those wings.
Yep.
I mean, and then I have a prediction on who will be flying.
Yeah, this guy's internet does have a tendency to send him flying.
Someone's asked for a pair of sunglasses. My solution to that is just set the start time to midday, as it should be.
Hey, I work at a grocery store. I can get you hooked up.
The Backlick's doing 318 down the straight.
Rona's doing
Yeah.
316. So does no one? One person has got within 10 kilometers an hour of Lapidge so far.
Impressive.
So good luck if you're on the back straight and he's behind you. You're either not existing or spinning, like
Oh.
this record, maybe. Bakalicker in the final corner there. Drake is here. Or here, shall we say.
I'm here. Yeah, I'm here.
He's going slow.
It's a very tedious track. You have to take either perfect amounts of curbs or no curbs at all.
I think Lapidge is going for another run, because he's doing the neutral first gear trick to recharge the battery, and there's enough fuel left in the car.
His teammates just started a lap.
But I'm not sure how much the tyres will like that.
Hugo thinks like PCF1 races on Saturdays now, which we don't.
I wouldn't be able to race because I have got work.
I would. Just about.
Yeah.
Although it'd be
I mean,
not very often.
I just switch Sundays and Saturdays around in that. At that point.
What I like is, if we're not going to have rain in PCF3, then hopefully we don't have it in PCF2 and all the rain comes for PCF1, because it just means I'll be faster.
Yeah, that was an interesting race we had on Sunday.
I still need to send a clip to the F1 chat. It's me. It was contact with Drake and whoever else it
Well, I
was.
just went straight
lap
around
three.
the outside of Drake, and then we got to the main straight, and Drake just pulled away.
Yeah,
well,
I was running stupidly low wings for that condition.
Yeah, right.
It was funny.
Yeah, I saw the collision with Drake and Dempsey and AlphaTauri, and I literally, as I'm going through the final chicane and overtaking him, I say, oh, I'm leading, and then I get hit, and then, oh no, I'm not. And David Hoy is also not going to be leading this session because he spun.
Yeah, I think I tapped you on that.
Yeah, just a bit.
Yeah, just a bit.
Oh,
Probably
and
didn't
the other
break my
Haas
wing.
is also not going to be leading the session because he's nearly in a wall.
Oh, he kissed it. Just a bit of
I
care.
was watching on board with Turavila and Varga, and both of them were doing 316 down the straight. So
Varga's
Lepage
half
has
a second up.
an enormous advantage down the straight in terms of speed, but I think he's going to lose close to a second in the first and final sectors.
Aryans
with
legged
the
it by leg.
difficulty.
Apparently, I don't know why Aryans legged it, but maybe it's because he's scared of my revenge arc in PCF1 and doesn't want to see me on track because I'm going to either go flying into him or end up in a wall. Anyways, Fargo nearly gets in the 33s. Good luck from him.
Just like how I nearly got pole in Canada.
On your band colour.
Oh, that doesn't matter if you don't get pole.
I think if I stayed on the wets, I could have gotten pole.
The wets weren't even that good, to be fair.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
That's a disqualification. Also known
That's
Which
not
as...
one
ideal.
happened?
Well, he was driving the correct way around the track.
He was on
I don't
the
know.
entry to the pit lane. Maybe he got like spun around or tried to turn around like in a practice session.
Oh, there's another one.
Oh, he's just spun or something. Exited to the back straight
What's
and
this thing about people in P8 getting disqualified? His back left about to get DSQ'd. Although he's in the garage, so it's quite hard to get.
Oh, 33.
disqualified.
There you go, there's 233s now, we're moving. Come on. At this rate, we're going to have another 33. Aryan's not racing, Aryan's because she's scared. It's not actually, I think you're watching football, but yeah.
like American football.
No.
I know. If I wanted to make
Europeans.
everyone mad, I could. I could say one word, and it would enrage 50 million people.
Good.
Yeah. We might not want to do that. PC F3 gets about 6 views total anyway, so we don't need that to go down to 2. Anyways,
As
if
the
Alex,
Americans would say, it's football.
it is a game where you kick circular ball. There you go.
Hexagon sphere
Hexagon sphere.
into a square net.
Yeah.
I love how you call a football a hexagon sphere.
Anyways, if Anik round the final corner, my prediction is he's going to go to pole. I'm stupid.
Ooh, same time as 3.
Yep. I'm still stupid though, so yeah. Is anyone on the lap? I can't find anyone. Raphael? No. Adam? No.
I
David?
think David, is he finishing a lap now? Although the time looked
Yeah,
quite far
no.
down.
I'll go back to the pit lane. So Mitch, who's just starting a lap, taking some sort of... I'm going to use every part of the curb line.
That's me in Abu Dhabi, except I got a bit too greedy on one of the curbs. I went full throttle instead of 80% throttle, and I had only partially mounted a curb, which meant I spun into a wall at a race on Monday. Which
If
made
I
me
think about
sad.
hitting any curb or any part of the track at Abu Dhabi for that matter, I will be smacked in the jaw by the bumps that would occur.
The bumps on the exit of turn 3.
Oh, please don't remind me of that.
Oh,
The bumps on, well, the final corner. The bumps on the first corner. Exit first corner.
Mitch is doing 318 down the straight, so everyone's doing 316 to 318 except for Lepage, who's doing 327.
Not that bad.
Don't worry,
It
on
reminds
that
me
one,
of a
if he stays close on that one, he's just going to overtake 5 people. It's fine.
Start on softs.
Start on soft, use all of your battery down that straight. P1.
Get a lucky
reminds
safety
me of
car.
a race at Mexico I had once where lap 1, turn 1, I lose my front wing and get an orange rear wing. And for the rest of the race, I was an actual missile down the main straight.
Lapid seems to be a bit of a missile. He's 6 tenths up, but that still isn't like enough.
He'd still maybe get DRS. He'd be like the RB19 versus the W13.
Yeah, I remember that race. I'd leave the final corner, the driver behind would flip on the battery a bit, I would leave mine off, and despite them having DRS and slipstream,
Oi! That's a wall.
I would pull away by 3 tenths down the straight.
I shouldn't be celebrating people going into walls, but it's funny. At least he's got time to go again and recharge. Just like Mitch is doing, but he seems to be scuffing the method a bit.
He's just warming tires.
I don't think he's trying his best. Alright, to Avila then. Completely locks up, but still makes the apex, just about. And let's see, through sector 1. Smooth, but not enough curbs. Keeps it in 7th, down to 6th. 3 temps up, uses that curb beautifully. Loves the high gears. Maybe a little too much. Well, at least it's stable. Bit of a lock up again.
Don't get too bogged down now, high gears.
He's going for the I want slipstream from whoever this is
A
like.
very distant slipstream though.
I think that's probably cost him more than he gained.
Yeah, because you have to do a slightly longer distance.
Yeah.
Oh,
And he's actually lost time in the middle sector, so that hasn't gone well. What about the final sector? Oh, that's... The apex was
It's not getting the rotation that you
a
need.
bit far away. Already into 7th. Very wide around there. As Varg.
Ooh.
Okay, nice. Another 33. Anyways, to Avila, up to the line. Does not improve.
I saw P2 have a massive snap coming onto the back straight, so I'm not sure if this could be an improvement.
It's 8 phase so which almost is enough. Well, not an ideal final corner, but it is going to be
Ooh.
enough. Just about.
Impressive.
I guess my prediction of being in the 33s was close. By that I mean, what am I on about? We're literally in the 33s, I'm just stupid. Who's close to the line? Alfa Romeo, I'll be Bakali, who is 4 tenths up. And he's being followed closely by Mitch. Bakalik improves by 7 tenths. Mitch goes to the pit. Vanik's on a lap, but is already at 1 minute 30.
15 thousandths
Oh,
between
I
pole
didn't
and
see
second.
that, David Hoy. Close, but not close enough. Oh,
I saw the purple sector too and kept an eye on it.
yeah. What about the AlphaTauri then of Adam Backy, currently P6?
Oh,
Someone has
what's
said,
happening between-
WZF is this? I've now become an American and saying Z instead of Z.
Fourth and third are having a bit of a brawl.
And he stays P6 but improves by 2 temps. Just saying, look at the gap from 6th to 7th. That is quite large. As everyone's going to the pit lane, so we have to wait for them to be wheeled into the garage. Fantastic.
Garage.
How many people didn't set a lap? So 2 disqualifications and 3 people didn't set a lap. And 1 person only got a 148.9 in. Perfect. Alright, well. What we predicting? Are we going to see someone upside down? Are we going to see someone weave into the... Start weaving, thinking they've won the race and going to the wall at the final corner? I've seen that one once or twice. Or are we
the
going to
grid
see...
looks competitive.
Yeah, it does. Top 6 is good. And then... The rest of the grid are just... just a small gap, just a small gap.
Right behind your teammate.
Yep, right behind your teammate. Imagine that, being 8 tenths slower, but you're the position behind on track. It's almost like it's Haas in 2021.
Yeah, I think like you can fit 2/3 of the, actually it's more like 6/7 of the grid at Austria inside the gap that those two have.
6/7. Lovely.
Yeah.
That's my new measurement for everything.
It's only an approximation because 7 is not a factor of 20, although we probably shouldn't start doing maths on stream, and factorizing numbers counts as mathematics.
Oh, boring. It doesn't look like it's going to rain. Let's have a look what tyres everyone's got in the garage. Although I can only see the Mercedes, so what's the point in me thinking about that? Herbert, mate, what tyres you going for? He's on softs. Is he going to change? He's currently still got soft selected. There we go, mediums. Hello.
We've only got 7 seconds left on the counter, so someone readied up quick.
Yeah, someone just got
all the mechanics doing the T-pose.
Yep.
Yeah.
Nice new glitch. And there's only 3 mechanics per team, because that's all you need anyways. The lights are going on now. And there we go, they're 8, and we are underway here at the Circuit of the Americas. Looks like a good start from Varga in the Alpine, as we're going to be 3 wide into turn 1. Is anyone going to send a criminal dive? Oh, but there's been... Oh, there we go, after grid's off the track, and welcome to COTA, everyone. So we've still got 3 drivers at the front fighting. David Hoy leads us away as we have an Aston Martin Red of Ivanek. That's a very laggy car in the whatever that is. Half the grid's off the track. That's 5 spins already. As we continue on, nevertheless. As he'll head down the hill. And onto the back straight for the first time. This is where I want to just view the gap of Lapage, who's currently 8 tenths behind.
That's a broken wing for the new driver.
Alright, so... Alright, there's down to 3 tenths. 2 tenths.
Oh my goodness, man.
1/10. Goodbye, Bakalik. Although Bakalik can probably brake 10 metres later. But he's not going to.
Although he doesn't.
And there's your tyres. Nice mix, to be fair, of tyres.
Hard medium is definitely the best strategy, but if you get lucky on the medium hard, then it will be the best strategy. But you gotta get lucky.
Yeah.
The safety car.
Only one
if you don't, then you're just gonna be on the back foot if you don't get a gap.
Lubinov, having started on pole, is now P6, so that hasn't been the start that they've wanted, as multiple people run wide out of turn 17.
Morton's having what I would call a typical race for him, spinning a lot and then DNFing eventually. He hasn't finished a race this season, is what I know. But you never know, today could change that. As David has bridged the DRS gap.
Morton.
Ah. Yeah, David needs to just keep on going on those mediums and hope that Varga keeps Halka behind, who is looking for back-to-back wins here after dominating in Canada. So let's see Lapage's wings part 2. Lubinov is 5 tenths ahead. And I have a feeling that is going to be
3 tenths.
2.
2
See you later.
Oh,
1 tenth.
there's more yellow flags.
0 tenths. Negative a tenth. 0. A tenth. As they're going side by side.
And they're still side
0
by side.
tenths.
Lapage is through.
I guess a superior traction of the mediums at this moment coming through.
Yup. And now he's got 2 Avila next to, even if he's not in DRS, he will probably be within DRS after the next straight.
That's very wide from the
Lobanov's
AlphaTauri.
in to the pits.
Is that for wing damage?
Looks intact. Anyways, Halka did get past Varga and is now going to try stop David from leaving.
What is the strategy from Lobanov?
I don't know. Avoid cars.
Although Lapage is now within DRS range of 2 Avila despite those wings.
Yeah.
I guess they're working well in the race.
Lower dude. Work better in the race.
Oh,
and there he's gone.
Nearly.
That does not work in the race.
Lower wings do not work in the race. Oh, Morton's retired. On track.
That's only 4 penalty points now, if reported. Used to be 8, but they halved it for the Canadian Grand Prix.
Was it on track or not? Because he's not moving.
I saw him move a bit, I think.
Maybe that was the car flying. We'll see here actually on board with the
No.
leaders.
David's leading. How will he
Is the
blunder
car
it this
parked?
time?
Oh no, we don't get to see it. Thank you. Thanks, game. Very cool. There's yellow flags.
I think I saw a reset to track for the driving P17 on the mini map.
Fantastic.
We have technology to detect reset to track.
Oh, there's a yellow flag. Someone's off on holiday.
Binned it. Oh, and McLaren's also binned it of Eberson.
They're all taking the fast track to Mexico.
We don't have Mexico in the calendar.
What a
Which is
shame.
unfortunate. I think it's a good track because you can have a large variation of wing.
Typically, I'd normally say we should have done it last
Moving
week
on
instead
to
of
him again.
Canada and get rid of Canada. But
Is he
maybe
going to
not.
swap the wing this time? Yes, they have got a wing, and he's going back onto the hards he started the race on.
Oh, Varga's gone. And that is an end plate gone, I think. Yep. He's also stuck. Oh no, he's not. It's fine. He was being respectful of other cars, which I don't normally see, to be fair, so. Oh, there's another spin for Eberson. This is just a spin fest, and he's retired on track. There's number 2.
What's your policy with reporting this stuff, Luke?
I don't. Other people normally do it for me, so yeah. I'll let the
we've
people
got
do it.
a reset to track and 2 retires on tracks.
The resets
so
don't
far.
normally get reported, it's normally just the retirements. Unless it directly affects someone, then I can assure you they definitely report it.
Right now, Favaz and Kopodlovsky are in the same bit of track, as Favaz seems to cut the corner a bit on whatever turn number that is. As they now head into
16?
turn 17, and Favaz again is having a loose interpretation of track limits as Bjorn gets the first penalty of the race.
He also has a loose interpretation of track limits. Oh, Varga's into the pits to get that damage repaired, and Bjorn Rasmussen's into the pits after 4 laps on softs. They lasted a long time.
I remember in last year's game where the softs were so fast at this track. It was unbelievable. I think last year's game, the fastest track was to start on the mediums, do 15 laps, and then do 13 on the softs. The softs would feel like junk at the end relative to the softs he started on, but the softs were just so fast that it was the fastest strategy. Now it's just a boring hard medium, and even though tyre wear is higher on this year's game, tyre wear feels lower because everyone's using harder compounds.
There's another spinner. Back a lick in the Alfa Romeo. And Raphael is not close enough. And if he did send a dive there, then dangerous.
Updated rule 3J for this race.
Oh, goodbye.
I guess no dive bomb is needed to do the overtake if your rival spin.
Yup. Well, it looks like this race
Oh,
is just going to be...
Oh! What was that? Ghosting through to Avila.
Oh, Raphael's off track again. So that's 3 times he's been off track and he's not got a penalty. So, I mean... Yeah.
Avila's going for the move. Down the inside into turn 1, and Faraz gives up the position under braking, choosing to fight the battle a bit later.
I mean... Yeah, I don't know. I mean, Faraz is on mediums, maybe he just doesn't have enough pace to keep with Avila right now, or he'd rather just be
A
behind
close
him.
battle between Gabel Varga and Bjorn Rasmussen. Coming out of the final
I'm
corner
guessing this will
on...
be a move into turn 1, maybe turn 1. You see, this is why I said maybe turn 1, because on the exit, Varga's going to sweep it around the outside.
That's a pretty good
And
move.
Bjorn will slam the brakes on here, I'm guessing.
Oh!
Oh, no.
The touch, but no spin.
Yeah, that was close.
It was. Faraz is also right on the back of Avila.
Is Bjorn going to get
Oh,
DRS?
Avila's gone deep.
Bjorn
Lock
isn't
up.
going to even get DRS.
I go for the move down the inside here. Block that
Or
off.
nearly
Oh,
drive
and he
into the
locked
back
it.
of him. That's a good idea as well.
Hey,
To
car doesn't have a
Avila,
rear wing. They're
Oh.
out.
I'm convinced Avila has a magnet on the back of his car because there's been about 6 incidents this season of people just hitting the back of him. So maybe that should be investigated.
They don't touch the car, you get a $50,000 fine.
Alright, anyways, Faraz,
Go
down the
towards
inside,
Euros.
we get a terrible camera angle as to Avila switches it back and now has arguably the better line for the S's. They're not going to go side by side successfully. What did I
and the
say?
chance, man.
Oh, that was expected, I can't lie.
Leakage after that spin a few laps goes now back up into P5.
Net P4. 2.
Yeah. Standard. Honestly, at this point. I'm guessing that the Red Bulls might be launching an attack on Raphael as Rona picks up the 3-second time penalty, but I mean, Raphael got the curveball wrong. Which, I mean, yeah. Oh, Bjorn Rasmussen's retired.
Yeah, safety car.
Pinned it.
Yep. And
Yep.
who's ahead? I don't know. I think it's Verona, just about.
Safety
Yeah.
car numero uno. This is what
Perfect
Jake
for
was
the
saying
medium runners.
about starting on the mediums, how that is.
Yep.
Oh, David's almost. Where's David? Oh, we're side by side. Oh!
Oh my goodness.
Oh my
and that-
goodness.
That's something. This is what I meant by the luck under the safety car, though.
No, well, that's one way to enter the pit lane.
I need to check the rules to see if you're allowed to. I think you are allowed to overtake from pit entry.
Man, that'd be boring if you're not.
After the initial like pit line.
Go on,
before
Raphael,
the actual
send
one
it.
that stops you.
Boring. I really want to see someone just send it now into the pit lane because it's entertaining to say the least.
It's under
Also-
a safety car. What are you asking for?
One of the Red Bulls has stayed out. He's on mediums. I would have double stacked if I was him, even though it loses your time. It's just you can go to the end, and half the grid in front of you is going to drive into each other. So, just yeah.
Or drop back slightly to try to mitigate the loss of time.
Yeah.
So Rule 6E says no overtaking should happen under safety car conditions.
What about going into the pit lane? That's a bit of an exemption.
Uh,
Technically, that's a real thing in real F1, but Sebastian Vettel overtook 2 cars in China 2015.
I can't find an exemption for the pit entry.
So that needs to be added to the rule book. Or it
Mhm.
needs to be stated that you're not allowed to in the pit lane.
Or you're allowed, I don't know.
Yeah. Just put you're not allowed or
Clarification.
you're allowed. Yeah, a bit of clarification there maybe needed. I'd say you should bring that one up, Quyll,
Yes.
since you've realised it. Right, safety cars are boring. Also, I think Mitch got a 3-second penalty under safety car, which is talent. I'll still never understand how people get track limits under a safety car. Like,
I don't understand it either.
I think the only reason I can understand is, say, it's the safety car's guaranteed going in, say it's the third lap being forced in, and to catch up you literally need to go essentially flat out and drive like a racing lap. That may be the only
Oh,
exception.
looking at it now, it seems like David did an illegal pit entry, which then invited Hauke down the inside, and then David just broke too late.
I mean, I've gotten warnings under safety car, just lost focus.
I'm not surprised.
What is
What's that
it
supposed to mean,
illegal?
Can
I need
but
to check the
everyone
race
does it, is
briefing.
what it means, Drake. Everyone gets bored under safety car and loses focus.
Oh, no, I'm just joking around.
Oh, okay, at least he's not pitted. So we're going this lap, guaranteed, as long as someone doesn't spin.
Actually, I think David's pit entry is legal because they only specified the bollard, and he didn't hit the bollard, and ERO rules allow you to cross the line between the pit entry and an off-track surface with 3 of your tyres, unless it's banned in the race briefing, which it is not.
Right.
Although he did speed into the pit lane, which is pretty cut and dry.
Yeah. I mean, they're still leading the race 1-2 on hard tyres, although David's penalty's going to make it, so he'll probably finish second place because I think these two will probably just drive off. I can't lie. It seems to be how the races are going to go. Maybe Baki in the AlphaTauri, if he has a chance to follow, he could. But this is going to revitalise David's hope in the championship a bit. And well, I think he's 13 points behind Vanek. Well, no, he's third, so I think he's 15 or 14, something like that. And well, oh, I didn't hit that well. Wait, who did that? Oh, okay. Right, I did something weird then. Anyways, when will David restart it? He's gonna wait for the safety car to get in first. I'm saying he's gonna try something weird through this left-hander.
I mean, personally, a pretty good strategy would be to just like go deadly,
Yep,
like
he's gone.
so slow, and then just go like in the triple apex corner.
Yeah. I mean, he's got it quite well there. And he's got himself an 8-tenths gap, and there's gaps all over the place. That's Kopytowski spun it round, and that's not ideal.
I think Lepage did as well. He's got back going again.
For us, oh, there's all of the 5-second penalties for ignoring yellow flags coming in there. That's going to be some appeals for me to look through.
Imagine there's another safety car and they gotta serve all that.
Oh, no, that'd just make my life so much easier. So I'm now hoping for our late safety car.
But do you realise that it was a safety car which caused all these penalties to happen?
Yeah, I know. But I'd rather have a late safety car and it happen once again, but everyone pits.
Backlick's right on the back of Leapage, going into the
I
hairpin of
can't
turn
lie,
11.
what's it going to matter? You're going to try overtake him and then you're going to get blitzed by about half a second.
Backlick gets a bit of a wiggle on exit, and that will invite Gabble Varga into the fray as Leapage is just leaving, I think is an appropriate term.
He's going to be in a different postcode by the time that they make the corner. And Varga's ahead. And on those mediums, him and Ivanek are going to have to try and make progress, shall we say.
David, having gotten a brilliant restart, is now only, well, 3/10 ahead of Hauke.
Hauke's fast today. Hauke loves a bit of race pace.
Recently.
He's going for the move.
After missiling everyone and getting caught dangerous, he's now decided to take matters into his own hands and try and go for a back-to-back win.
And
Well, there you go.
outside
That's a
of
lovely
David.
move. That's not the missiles we saw in previous reigns.
Well, I guess it's a missile around the outside instead of the inside, which is...
Or you mean straight into the other car? Directly translated.
Yeah. Podlovsky's in the pits. Presumably for wing swap.
David's almost lost a whole second to Hauke already, probably because wheel plus sector 1 versus controller plus sector 1 versus I think Pitcher's got a 3-second penalty. And we might see a fight here between Faraz, Rona and Ivanek. But Rona... Oh wait, no, DRS isn't on. I'm stupid. Anyways, Vargas got past me for B9. He's got no battery either, which is not ideal. As Rona has taken the very white line, and now he's gonna try and make it so Ivanek doesn't get past him. Although on the medium tyres, Ivanek is just gonna say nah bye probably in the next traction zone. Although he backsaved. Not willing to understeer and drive into his opponent, which is always a good thing.
Or is it?
Yeah. It's the AlphaTauri swap, and maybe they should have done that a bit ago, as Baki has lost 3.5 seconds to the lead 2 already. Maybe they don't want to be teammates, and they hate each other, so they fight each other as much as they can. You never know. Some sort of... I don't know. I don't like my teammate moment. That was not a creative name. What also isn't a creative name is... I'm not going to say that because that's just insulting someone's last name. I can say it about Lapage actually. What also isn't creative is the fact that Adam Lapage is going side by side with Bakalik into this corner again. Come on guys, you've already done this.
And we already know the result. And Lapage is... They both have DRS, but they're like 1.4 seconds off the back of Mitch because of that fact.
Lapage isn't using battery, Bakalik's deploying absolutely everything.
Lapage is going to try and keep it round the outside,
nice traction.
To the inside. Which then switches back to the outside as they're going side by side in the final sector. Will Bakalik send it? No.
I just saw Mitch whip on around the outside, and that looked like a nice move. Although it might have been a mistake from Varga, I don't know. Oh, there's a spin, that's Bakalik. So Bakalik and Lapage won't be going side by side, although there's a chance Lapage will spin and then they'll be back together and go side by side again, so I wouldn't count that out.
Varga's going past Mitch Snake, Mitch opting to just save the battery, and maybe we get past in the next DRS zone.
Mitch probably doesn't even want to fight him, but sort of had to make a move before, I'm guessing. There's the gap at the front is growing, and the gap to third place is also growing. That's up to like 5 seconds now. Hauke and David are a bit fast. Would be my
Especially
guess.
Hauke, because David has dropped out of the DERS, as I like to say.
Lapage is 6/10 behind.
Oh, that is
Mitch.
a snap for Tuovila, and Tuovila dropping all the way back behind.
Right, let's see the Lapage missile. Can it do 6/10 without battery is the question. It definitely can do 6/10 without the battery and just DRS. He's absolutely flown round the outside of Mitch.
Oh, too deep.
But Mitch is just going to say, nah.
Oh, Lapage sends it!
Yeah, nah.
Oh,
Okay,
and then
that's a
Lapage
bit
sends it again.
interesting. It's worked
worked
though.
out.
But if I was Mitch, I'd be reporting a dangerous manoeuvre from him there.
It has been banned as of about 2 hours ago.
So that's going to be a penalty if Mitch decides to report it, probably, because I mean, while the space definitely was there, it is completely Mitch's right to turn into that corner if he wanted to. And if he'd have taken out Lapage, then it would have been Lapage's fault. As they're still side by side, and that was close. He almost shoved him completely off the track. I feel like the wings are preventing his stopping power a bit, shall we say. There's his yellow
Yeah.
flags. Back
Back
looks
to
like
the-
having a
Oh,
good day. Oh,
Lapage has won.
there's more yellow flags. Lapage just gone. And there we got the Ferraris together. I
Oh,
saw
they don't come together.
Mitch has let Loibanov through in the last race, so he's probably just going to let him with DRS.
That'll
Make the move. There's, oh, hello. We got a bit of a scrap up ahead. He ran X up to P4 and he's now going to be on the charge. Is anyone else going to make a move in this? Doesn't look like it, but Mitch is sort of just pulling over and yeah, breaks early, doesn't want to fight his teammate. Thinks it's probably his best chance if his teammate can drag him along, although his teammate has made the same mistake I think Varga did against Mitch, and Mitch just didn't send it this time. Varga's really stuck at the moment. Oh, yeah, that's beautiful. Both of them into the wall. I'm watching that again on the stream.
He's not stuck anymore.
All I'm saying is go, oh!
Annie.
And that's a reset. But I think that's the game
an
resetting it.
automatic.
Well,
And
I'd
because
recommend just
David-
going and watching that on the stream if you want to again. That was brilliant.
And also because David whacked the brake marker. Bonus went into the pit lane.
And Varga's left the session.
Uh-oh.
And he's typing.
Uh-oh. What's going on?
Oh, I think it's a DC. He's typed great, and some guy kills himself in front of me. That's always nice. Very entertaining when that happens on the racetrack.
Yeah.
That's a great moment though. Both of them spinning in, I don't know, what's the word I'm looking for? When in, I guess synchronised.
Synchronized?
Words
Yeah.
are
That's
hard.
Yeah.
spinning at the same time, same way. That's
Yeah.
synchronized.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
would say that is synchronized spinning.
Swimming?
Swimming.
Spinning.
When they're at the Olympics, so if you want to actually see the live action from the synchronised swimming, then swap the channel.
Press your
there.
big red button.
Yeah, press the red button and you'll have all the highlights from the synchronised
Today's
swimming that
racing
was live earlier.
From today's racing action.
Yep.
And don't press the big red button, just the red button.
Yeah.
Just the normal red button.
That big red button's not gonna do no good.
What would happen, right, if we, you know, the big tower, if we just got a car and just dropped it?
It would probably be like a bunch of that YouTube content, just
Yeah.
dropping things onto things off towers.
I think, like,
Do you think anybody's bungee jumped from that tower?
maybe. I think.
Parachuted? I mean, it's America we're talking about, so I
Yeah.
think so.
There's
Yeah.
a very good chance. I'd say, right. How about we make it so the track goes up to the height of the tower?
Belgium?
Just make it a massive ramp. And then just see the sort of
Roller
speed
coaster.
that you can get down the ramp. Stick 0, 0 wings on the car, and you might hit 400.
I
The
think
issue is
that's
that-
just terminal velocity that's going to
I
be
think you're going to
impacting.
fly.
Terminal
the issue is that
velocity is just
above
going to...
about 378 kilometers an hour, the engine can't provide any more horses.
Yeah.
It's literally at the rev
Ah.
limit.
So 378.
And I think even if the decline was vertical, the aerodynamic drag on the car
Yeah.
would mean that the car would slow down, or would it? We need to think about it. I'm thinking of doing maths on stream, but because I've got 2 other commentators to do the commentating, I will do the
Hater?
maths right now.
How about if we take
Hater?
both wings off the car? Just get rid of the front and rear wing, and then
And
try
then
it.
you're gonna actually got the ground effect tunnel, so you'll be fine. So the weight of the car is 798 kilograms times the strength of gravity
Well, how are we thinking about this on stream?
times it by the speed in meters per second. So I need to convert.
Battle for the lead's heating up.
Yep. David's back into the DRS.
So
Quit
I've
doing
done-
math. Save that for school.
We also
Actually,
have the battle for
I didn't have any
third
math
place.
lessons at school today, so I might forget
Ooh.
how to do math if I don't do any now.
Here we go, Ivanek. Can
No
he get
ERS
close
on him.
enough?
No more ERS on him. Just around 10%.
He's forced him to go defensive. Well, not forced him. He chose by himself.
Encouraged.
That's an interesting one. Is he going to try switch it back?
Ooh.
I'd brake early here and then cut under the inside, maybe.
Yeah, that'd probably be the best way to do it. Might have gotten the overtake done.
Yeah, he could have just about stopped the car in time. I think that.
Me personally, I would have just sent it.
Yeah, why not? I mean, that's what a lot of people would do here, I can't lie. But Ivanek is not dangerous, I'll say.
That is some very defensive driving by
Adam Backy.
yes.
Oh, he just broke
Names.
about a lot too early. This is some weird. This is like the weirdest fight I've seen in a while.
Nate
Kind
is going side by Snape's in the pit lane. That's
Side
why
by now.
he's overtaking.
Side by now.
No.
He's going side by now.
Yeah, my words are hard. Or whatever.
What happens when you back out of a move?
Side by now.
It's gonna happen a lot.
So I've done my maths. So if you go down vertically at 378 kilometers an hour, you're going to get about 822 kilowatts from the gravity, as compared to about 750.
Battle for P3.
Here we go.
Yeah, why am I doing maths when you have the back
Ooh.
of P3?
A bit of contact.
Going side by side. There's a bit of contact, but they both stay on track.
Oh!
Ooh.
Oh, he sent it!
That's criminal.
Oh,
This is getting sent again, I already know.
he's gonna send again.
Yeah,
Oh,
straight
that's-
into
oh,
him,
that's
yeah.
It killed them both.
Lovely. Who's surprised, honestly? Is he
And
going to
it
give
just
him the
goes back to
position?
what it was.
And then go straight for another dive.
But that brings the battle for 5th closer to the battle for 3rd. Heating things up a bit.
Ivanek's going into the pit lane. I think he got damage from it. Because the AlphaTauri did just then pile drive across the grass where the Aston Martin was spinning into. So I don't think Ivanek's going to be very happy.
Yeah. But I've done my maths, which states that the car going straight down a vertical thing with enough low wings and DRS could just about hit 400 kilometers an hour.
Ah. So I was correct.
But you need
Okay.
slipstream and DRS And I guess also some of the My Team upgrades to
Some mighty
reduce the
upgrades.
drag. And
We
you
need
also
this to
might
be a
need a full
mod.
tank of full
Kota
fuel.
vertical tiller track.
Instead of course,
Yep. Are we gonna
Loibanov's
see?
right on the back of Tuovila.
We've also got Loibanov on the back of Herbert here.
Oh yeah,
He's made up a
Herbert,
lot of
not
positions.
Tuovila.
Oh wait, yeah, didn't realise you said Loibanov. Okay, we're both near just confusing each other. As Herbert's gonna go for the move on Faraz.
Or is he?
No, he's
Too
not.
far back. And he goes deep.
Oh, and
and
he's
he
been
gets rear-ended.
taken out. Oh, and
Oh,
there's
no.
an AlphaTauri into it as well. Lovely.
Wing damage on the AlphaTauri.
That is
Welcome
what
to
I call
PC F3.
clumsy.
Is Loibanov
And
going to
Loibanov
send
might
this
ha-
one? Go on, why
Possibly.
not?
Loibanov might have damage too.
He could do, yeah.
Minor damage, but the AlphaTauri behind it definitely does. Missing a right end plate.
Yep.
Not ideal.
Loibanov with that tight of a line there, I don't think has damage unless he's just running 57 wings.
Or just
Yeah,
lifting up
two
throttle.
Avila's going.
Tuovila's, yeah, that's an interesting racing
Two
line.
Avila's off to Vegas. He's got an early copy of the F1 2023 game, although it's 23.
Yeah, not 2023.
The
Loibanov,
game's already out, by the way.
big launch. And
F1 23 came out in June last year.
yeah.
Herbert's
I'm
right
joking.
on the back of Loibanov, going through the first sector. And that Ferrari seems a bit wounded.
It.
Or does it? The dirty air is a fact that. this
Oh,
track-
hello, David's. Oh, I just realised they're already at the end of the straight. That's how far ahead they are. Okay.
They are
Got a
quite
pit stop.
quick. Yeah, they are about a pit stop ahead.
Yep.
And it's only been like 10 laps since the safety car.
Pavlakovic
came
has
in.
given up at driving and decided to spin the car. That doesn't seem like the most effective way to.
Ivanet's going to try and go for an overtake, but I don't think that's going to work.
I don't.
Got on fresh mediums though, so we can catch up easily.
I think the only way you're getting past Pavlakovic is
A good send.
yeah, sector 3 or sector 1 with a big send. I don't know where you're going to send it in sector 1. And you
Turn
can't send it
one.
into the
Corner is the only
corner.
really
Yeah, you can't send it before the
Oh,
back
but
straight
that's
because
the
he'll
thing.
just out-traction you. And getting gate traction to you might. I mean, he'll be close into the last corner. He might
Uh-oh.
try. No.
The
He's
Mercedes
definitely
pits.
going to try and tell on those, yeah, the Merc pits. Oh gosh. Ooh, okay,
That internet.
Internet.
that's one way to defend. Just get your internet to defend for you.
Mind games.
One
That's
game's
an
also
interesting
known as
apex from Leipzig.
quickly unplug and replug the Ethernet cable.
We're talking about grip hacks on F1 2021.
And if Annick's gone,
Gone, I think, is a fair description.
is it going to be a DRS? I think it might just a bit.
No.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, now it is. Yeah, that's bad exit. It's gonna
Oh
seem
my
like
gosh,
he does have
David
DRS
is
though.
like half a lap ahead of these guys.
Yeah.
As they're now coming through the final corners.
David's really putting the pressure
Oh,
on.
he's got
He's
3
also got 8
seconds.
seconds. I was going to say, if he doesn't pick up a time penalty and can get past Hauker and drop some really good lap times, he might be able to pull a 2-second gap, as he's looking very feisty.
Been moving on the braking there.
Yep. Hauker's done well. He got a lot of penalties last week. Still won the race by 18 seconds or something.
How was
Well,
he
it
that
was like
quick?
12 after penalties.
It's F2 for you.
I mean, he scored about 2 points this season before that, so
Fair enough.
he just likes.
Gotta prove yourself.
He just hates Europe and the Middle East.
Got a podium
I
in
guess.
Zandvoort.
Oh, did he?
with
Sounds
that
problematic.
interesting defending.
Oh yeah, he got a podium in Zandvoort where he shouldn't have been in the points, but no one reported him validly, despite the fact that he made about 6 dives that could have ended someone's life. David's going to try a switchback, I think.
He can go for this move, and he will. Not.
Does David have
See what he did
memories
there.
of Zandvoort on his
Makes sense.
mind? Just holding back for now. I think David knows to not do anything stupid with that penalty.
I'll tell you what's going to happen in that corner there, in PCF1. If there's Marvin Murr behind you, you're getting sent on if you take a white line. So you might as well drive to the apex.
Yeah, so what you could do, you could take a wide entry, then do a quick turn out of the steering wheel, and then he's got
Ooh.
5 seconds and 3 penalty points. Because that's what the rules say. 5 plus 3. I don't know where that number came from, but that is the number we've got.
Fantastic. So
5
half
plus
of
3, we're
PC
not in kindergarten.
half of PCF1's going to be banned by next week.
Unless Faber decides to 5 plus 1.
Turn up to
That
all
is
of the
6.
races
Leaving kind.
where we're going to have 4 drivers on the grid. That'll be fantastic.
I am all 4 of those drivers. Imagine just like racing clones of yourself.
Yeah, but imagine having 14 penalty points when you're only a third of the way through the season.
I
And
just got an idea.
13 were from one incident.
So,
There was
what
only
if you
8
programmed
plus
an
3 plus
AI,
2.
like, you know the chatbots, what if you program that, like, augmented to how your driving style would be, but slightly different? So, like, one may be faster but risky.
Oh, Ferraz
So
has
you
had
just put a full
snap,
grid of that.
and then Loibanov's had to go a bit
Uh-oh.
off track to overtake. But Ferraz will have DRS and also has the advantage on the battery level, as they now are coming out of turn 11 down the big long straight, which is 1.2 kilometers in length. And I think Ferraz will have the position as Loibanov is flashing and does not have the aid of the rear wing flap opening, and Ferraz has the position going into turn 12.
We've almost got as many penalties as we had in Canada, which is quite impressive,
I'm in the S section, so.
considering Canada is a penalty farm.
But so is Coda sometimes if you don't do right. Last penultimate corner.
Coda
S
on
section.
pads plus sector 1 is
David's
annoying.
close to Hauka.
Maybe get a wheel.
Yeah, I've got one, so I don't have those issues, but I used to have those issues.
I've never used a pad.
I used it for the first week I played the game, and then I got a G29. I couldn't keep it on track, that's why we got a G29.
I used pad for 7 years.
That is 7 more years than I have, but David is
I was
quite
9.
close to the back of Hauka, and now opens the DRS and flips on the battery. And I think Hauka is also using the battery to defend. And going down into turn 12, David just sits behind for now, waiting for a better opportunity.
Wow. Well, he's not going to get much of an opportunity to pull the 8-second gap, as Loibanov might have a go at Faraz here. I don't mean shout at him, I mean try and overtake. Although he could be shouting at him if there's contact, although Faraz seems to also have nice wings that are allowing him to just
I think he's just dumping the battery.
No, he didn't have it on when I was on board.
Hey, well, give me.
Side by side. Loibanov breaks late. Still side by side, this is going to be
Interesting.
Faraz is off the track. And
Maybe
Ivanek's
a bit of
coming in.
argy-bargy.
As Mitch up to P8 and has nearly been taken out, but he hasn't. So, great success.
David's dropped off the back of Hauka, but Hauka's got 3 seconds, but so does David.
David has the extra 5.
Yes, but they are crucially 24 seconds ahead of P3.
Safety
It
car
is.
there.
Yeah, a safety car would be interesting.
Adam Backey'd win the race potentially. or Ivanek, which then makes the racing boring because we don't like to see the championship leader winning. We like to see absolute carnage and bedlam and all of that good stuff. And as Mitch has been re-overtaken, as Ivanek's going on smoke down the inside. He's not going to get the RS. Maybe it was tactical by Faraz.
Ivanek goes a bit deep into the corner.
He's going to put the battery on.
Well, he doesn't get a good
he's going
exit.
to get this. He's going to get it.
He's got so much more straight line speed.
He's running like a Lapid show.
Yeah, that is a semi-Lapid.
324 with a better slipstream. But it sort of capped him as soon as he finished the slipstream. So it would have been like 323 anyways. Ivanek's going to switch this.
Ivanek has much more grip for those additional wings and tyres.
Ivanek does not like to switch it to the inside. I'll tell you that. He prefers pure rain the outside or down the inside rather than a switchback. Just to keep it old fashioned, I guess.
Faraz has DLS and Loibanov, who I've just noticed is on 24 lap old hards.
Yeah. Oh, that's a send. Faraz has gone off track.
But you do have to remember that Loibanov did all but one lap in Zandvoort on the hards.
You do also have to think.
And he won that race.
But where is? I don't know. Two Avila's got a penalty. Okay. I think I'll put him on 9 seconds if I could get to stopping it. Yeah. Nice. There's the tyres up again. Faraz is not on the track for the it has happened a lot time of the race. I think Ivanek should be using his battery here that he has. Faraz keeps it in there, but yeah, I was going to say the exit's not going to be ideal for Helker and David. Oh, David's in the wall.
He's broken his wing off.
He might still be able to get P2
Salvage.
He's got to get going.
It's not like last year's game where wing damage was race over. You can still drive the car without a front wing.
So he can't lose. We'll see what the gap goes down to, because you have to remember he's got 8 seconds of penalties as well, and Baki doesn't have any, so that could be a deciding factor. I think definitely the gap's going to be about 18, so he just has to not lose 10 seconds. But Sector 1's going to say otherwise to that. Well, on the back straight, he's going to be an absolute missile. So I mean,
yeah, he has to keep 10 more seconds. In a lap and a half. I don't know.
I don't know what he's doing. Mitch has slammed the brakes on out of nowhere. That was a bit weird.
Also, Ivanek in the back of Loibanov.
Yeah, he's gonna pass him quite easily.
Not that it matters with all the penalties and such. It's still nice to get someone on track in case penalties get removed.
I just realised, wasn't Adam Baki the one that drove into Ivanek? So that could be a saving grace for David after stewarding. And Ivanek, if he gets a move on, by that I mean 3.5 seconds in one lap. Yeah, no, good luck. Although it could be considered a 10+3 for collision with a dive bomb, depends how I'm feeling.
Yeah, and I think there's also a rule, I'm just looking it up now, that allows stewards to swap positions between consecutive drivers.
Oh, is that perfect? If that's not going to affect anything else, then I'll do that. By the way, David only lost 1 second without a front wing across that whole lap.
That's not too bad. Yeah, I remember that race at Mexico where I had neither wing. I would gain 1 second in the first straight, lose 3/10 through the chicane, gain another half a second, and then lose about 4 seconds in the other corners each lap.
Lovely. If Anek's only 9 temps out, can he actually get within 5 seconds? I think it was Backy who hit him and not to Avila. Wait, did he get DRS? No, not quite. That could have confirmed it, but he's only got to get 4 temps, so... I said good luck getting 3.5 seconds in 1 lap. And he's taken my words and gone, I'll show you.
Relatively new mediums versus however old those hards are.
David's going to maintain P2 because he's barely lost any time.
Has Loibinov got a puncture? He's driving slowly. I think he has.
Yep, back
Got a
right.
rear right puncture.
Yeah, he's spun now too. That's rear puncture.
David makes it to the line. Ivanek's in the range.
Quite easily as well.
Yeah. Loibanov's off track, and I was going to drop him. Almost at the points as Mitch is trying to just don't send it, Mitch. It's fine. You just need to not lose 2 temps in these final 2 corners, which he. This is going to be close, I think. Yeah, he's done it just about on Rona by 7 thousandths to get P7.
That is tight.
That's what you call keeping it close.
Fevaz thinks he can get 8 seconds removed. That'll put him ahead of Lepid, but Lepid's so far behind Ivanek that nothing will happen unless Backy gets 10 seconds or more. In which maybe that will do something. But I've already used all of my math budget for this race.
Is that going to be part of the cost cap that we'll just to fit in?
Ah, yes.
So, yeah, you should charge Wodge extra for you having to do maths.
Yeah.
There was not 3 commentators today, there was 4, because there was also a cat.
Yeah.
Lovely.
Yeah.
I can change the commentators on the stream description. This is the power of being a
There's by the way, that's not a thing in the
YouTube admin.
description.
They used to put like commentators, so I've done that now.
It's not there.
Well, you maybe need to
Fine.
refresh the page.
Chaotic a bit, but yeah, I'd say it's a pretty solid one.
Yeah, at least it hasn't been as boring as a lot of other races, which have been very boring.
Mm.
Cat
My
moment.
presence was not that large, but it was enough, I guess.
Right, well, that has been this race in Kota.
Are we doing interviews?
I'll see. I am half asleep, sitting here, so...
I'm half awake. Glass half full, glass half empty. Yeah, that's a good.
That makes 1 addition. Right, yeah, you know what, I'm just gonna... Save me just saying weird stuff, I'm just gonna call the stream off. Thank you all for watching this race in Kota with Trez commentators. That's not French, but it is. But yeah.
That's Spanish.
Eh,
Tres.
Yeah, Trez is Spanish. Under trois.
I thought it was on the Trez.
Yeah. Under Tres. Uno. Dos. There you go. I know languages. Anyway, thank you all for watching. Goodbye.